take this opportunity to welcome you to the program today. You're watching Country Gospel Celebration. I'm your host, Eddie Gordon, and hope you've had a good day so far and just kind of ready to sit back, relax, enjoy some good old country gospel music. We have a good program lined up for you today. I really believe it'll be a blessing to you. So let's just start the program off today with our first song.
We're going to face the boy again. Everybody knows this one. Just a little talk with Jesus.
I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and then little light from heaven filled my soul. It made my heart in love, and it wrote my name above, and just a little talk with Jesus made me whole.
Now let us
have a little talk with Jesus.
Let us
tell him all about our trouble.
He will
hear our faintest cry,
answered by and by. Now when you
feel a little prayer will turn
turning good, you
know a little fire is burning.
You will
find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. I may have doubts and fears, my eyes be filled with tears, but Jesus is a friend who watches day and night. I go to him in prayer, he knows my every care, and just a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
let us
Tell him all about our trouble.
He will
Hear our faintest cry,
answered by and by. Now when you
feel a little prayer will turn it.
and you
Know a little fire is burning.
you will
Find a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
let us
Tell him all about our trouble.
He will
Hear our faintest cry,
answered by and by. Now when you
feel a little prayer will turn it.
and you
Know a little fire is burning.
you will
Find a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
yeah,
Find a little talk with Jesus makes it
When the world gets too big for me to comprehend, I just call on you. You help me understand. When my valley gets too wide for me to make it through, I just call on you. I just call on you. I just call on you. Whenever I'm in need, I just call on you. 'Cause you hear my every plea. I just call on you. When my sins have me bound, 'cause when I call on you, you never let me down. When I'm feeling down and blue and don't know where to turn, I just call on you. 'Cause there's one thing I've learned, that when I call on you, my circumstances change. I lose my fear and pain, and all my guilt and shame when I call on you. Well, I just call on you. Whenever I'm in need, I just call on you. Oh Lord, you hear my every plea. I just call on you. When my sins have me bound, 'cause when I call on you, Lord, you never let me down. I just call on you. Well, I just call on you. Whenever I'm in need, I just call on you. 'Cause you hear my every plea. I just
All right, you're watching Freedom River Media. We're here with Tommey Brandt, and we're at the ICGMA in West Plains, Missouri. Tommey, how you been, man?
Been great, man. It's good to see you again.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, I've met you a few years ago at Pigeon Forge, but I've really got to know you more in the last year, and I've really, I'll tell you what, I told you this in Pigeon Forge, I really appreciate what you're doing with helping people get started, and people just, you're, first of all, you're a great singer, songwriter, and musician, all that, but what you're doing there is on another level. Why don't you tell folks a little bit what you're doing? Right.
Sure, it's exciting. We started about a year and a half ago by accident. We've been traveling around for about been traveling around for about 10 years, and just everywhere we go, there's somebody that's got a kid that can sing, and they're just looking for the next direction to go and what to do with themselves. And we started just on the side, kind of mentoring one or two of them and helping them get albums done, and teaching them how to sing a little bit and stage presence, how to hold their mic, all the aspects of it. And next thing you know, there's such a need for that in the country today. And I got to praying about it, and then God spoke to me and said, that's the only way we're going to have a future in Christian country music, is to train up the young ones to do it. So we've got about 7 artists that we work with full-time now, and they travel with us on and off on the road, and we show them the ropes, everything from how to stand on stage to how to work their finances and all aspects of the ministry.
I couldn't believe at Pigeon Forge, I couldn't believe how these kids, I didn't know how old or young they was, but when they got on stage, you could not tell. They act like they'd been doing that for 100 years. It was just as comfortable as you could possibly be. And I thought that's it's amazing. It blowed my mind what it did. But now you're a great artist, and man, you've won so many awards it ain't even funny, man. What's going on with that?
Well, God's been good, and I think He honors those who are faithful to Him. And I've never claimed to be a great singer or a great evangelist. I just want to be a great servant, and I think that's what's really paid off. God's really paying us back for the seed that we planted in other people's lives, and that's what we're doing with these kids, and even with our ministry. Everybody that I see and every audience that I'm in front of, I'm not up there to say, look at me. I'm up there to say, look at Christ, and let Him use me as a tool to do that. And God honors people who are faithful like that, and I'm honored to be in His presence every time I get up, and just to continue to work for Him.
Well, I'm looking over at your table right now, and it looks like you got about 7 albums, if I'm 6 or 7, and I guess your newest one is Enough Said, ain't that? Is that correct? Enough Said?
Well, I've actually got a greatest hits since then. That's the first step of being over the hill when you've got a greatest hits CD. And
well, now wait, when you get volume 2, then
yeah, volume 2 and 3 and on down, yeah.
This is the greatest hits right here.
Yeah, greatest hits. Some ugly dude on the front there. And it's got 14 number 1 songs on it.
Okay.
And 19 songs total. There's a few duets that I've never been able to release, and I put those on here. And even a song that's been my most requested song called The Septic Tank Man. And who'd ever thought? I wrote this years ago with a buddy of mine, and never thought I'd be singing it in churches or anywhere like that, but it's wound up being my most requested song.
It works that way. I've written so many serious songs that I want to really do good, and I've got a couple funny songs, and that's what people want to hear. I'm like, man, come on, man. But anyway, it is that way. But now I'm just looking forward to hearing. I guess you're going to be singing tonight or tomorrow or sometime. Looking forward to it, and looking forward I didn't get to hear the kids earlier. We was in here doing this, but I want to hear them at some point. And Tommey Brandt, y'all, this is Tommey Brandt, and you're watching Freedom River Media.
Never knew my grandpa. He died when I was small. But I've seen him in pictures hanging on grandma's wall. I dream sometimes that he was here and all that we would do. Daddy says he was a good man. Mama says a lot like you. For now, I'll settle for pictures, knowing there's a day that's
coming soon. Forever's for the living, and I'm dying to see how life is where he's not just in pictures. I grew and raised a family, and we moved out of state. I got a call and Grandma was fading. Mama said it couldn't wait. She thanked God when I walked in. We talked for a little while. A few hours later she was gone, and I still see her smile. For now I'll settle for pictures, knowing there's a day that's coming soon. Forever's for the living, and I'm dying to see how life is where she's not just in pictures, not in pictures. Looking at a picture of a man upon a cross. My Father gave his only Son, a sacrifice for all. Though he lives within my heart, I long to see him face to face. For now, I'll settle for pictures, knowing that the day is coming soon. Forever's for the living, and I'm dying to see how life is where he's not just in pictures, not in pictures. Not a picture, picture. Picture. Oh, heaven.
Welcome back to the show today. This is a segment where I'll tell a little story behind the song I'm fixing to do. This is a song called Crossroads. This is a song off of my first album, Out of the Valley. And basically what I did is I rewrote the song Crossroads, the blues song. The reason why I did that was because when I was a child or a teenager, I was trying to learn how to play the guitar, and quite frankly, I just wasn't doing no good with it. Around the same time, I seen the movie Crossroads with Ralph Macchio, where it's talking about Robert Johnson selling his soul to the devil to be able to play the blues. Coincidentally, at the same time, I had been going to this little church called Crossroads Pentecostal Church. It was in a little area where I lived, and it was a little bitty country church, but it was my kind of church, And I had actually contemplated that whole idea of giving your soul to the devil. And one Sunday morning, I was at church, and it just dawned on me, look, why do I want to do that? Why don't I just, ask God to, and do it for God? And so I knelt down at an altar and I prayed, and I said, Lord, if you'll teach me to play the guitar, I'll play it for you. I won't play for the world, I'll just play for you. And when I got up from that altar, I didn't feel no miracle. I didn't feel no lightning bolt hit me or nothing like that. But the next thing I know, 2 weeks later, my knowledge, if my memory serves me right, 2 weeks later, I was on that same stage in that same church playing the guitar. So God really come through for me on that, and I've tried to keep my hand up so far. I will tell you this, I did backslide one time and actually played in the bars, but it didn't take me long to come back to God. So this is a song called Crossroads. Well, I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my face. Said I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my face.
said, Lord, I need your mercy. Can't you see I need your grace? Yes, I do. Well, kneeling at the crossroads, a little country church. Said I was kneeling at the crossroads, a little country church. I said, Lord, if you will save me, I'll give you all that I'm worth. Yes, and I know it's not a lot, Lord, but still it's all I can do. Said I know it's not a lot, Lord, but still it's all I can do. If you'll teach me to play this guitar, Lord, I'm gonna play it only for you. Been playing ever since. Standing at the crossroads, trying to show others the right way. Said I'm standing at the crossroads, Lord, trying to show others the right way. And I'll continue working for you, Lord, for the rest of my days.
In the heart of a believer, all creation bows down. The earth stands still for the voice of a believer. And in the heart of a believer, fear gets stripped down. And faith never gives up or gives in. In the heart of a believer. And in the heart of a believer, death has no power. And sickness won't find its place in the heart of a believer. And in the heart of a believer, to rejoice is by choice. 'Cause what we see just ain't what we get in the heart of a believer. So carry out, carry on, and this world we see is not in control. It's not by might, nor by power, it's by the one who pilots the soul. Believers don't give in to a fallen foe, knowing victory face to face with defeat. We know that nothing can win against the heart of a believer. Our victory's at hand, having cast away all our doubt, holding tight to his promises. And in the heart of a believer, so triumphant and free, our surroundings given to the needs of the heart of a believer. So we carry on, and this world we see is not in control. It's not by might, nor by power, it's by the one who pilots the soul. Believers don't Nothing can win against the heart of a believer. No, nothing can win. 'Cause he gives to the believer. Heart of a believer. He lives in the believer. Heart of a believer. He promised the believer. Oh, nothing can win against the heart of a believer.
Well, it looks like it's that time again. Time to say goodbye to another program. I tell you what, we sure have enjoyed being with you today, and we hope that it's been a blessing to you, and hope that you just got something out of it. And before we go, I'd like to tell you, if you see anybody here on the program, whether it be the artist you've seen today or any other episode, that you'd like to get in contact with us, give us a call. Our phone number and our information's on the screen there. The purpose of the Country Gospel Celebration program is to get these ministries out to other people. And so if you have a church or any kind of event or any kind of function coming up, just let us know, and we'd be glad to get you in contact with any of the artists that you see here on Country Gospel Celebration. I also like to tell you, you can go to cgcelebration.com as our website. You can go there and view full episodes of Country Gospel Celebration anytime you want, free of charge, on demand. Just go to the website and check it out there and leave a comment if you will, you know. Till next time, this is Eddie Gordon saying God bless you from Country Gospel Celebration.